Okay, you can log off by either click on this button or go to the system, the menu bar, click on system and click on log off. So then you're prompted to ask whether you want to log off. You click yes, but I'm going to click no. Now, then following the Word file, you'll see some other things. For example, introduction to the ERP system. It explains some of the terms like the business scenario and transaction data and transaction different things. You need better to read them and try to understand them by using the SAP software. Then the next step on this file is to practical work with SAP system, telling you about some things in this system. So the first thing you're looking at is to run some transactions. So transactions actually an application program that execute business transactions in a system, such as create sales orders or post incoming payments. What we need to do, we need to take a look at the SAP system, how we can run a transaction, how we can do a specific task. Okay. So in the system, you will see that you will have a SAP menu over here, and then you have different folders. For under each folder, you will find the relevant transactions that are a small piece of the program. You can run them and do some task. So, for example, let's check on the logistic thing. So click on that, and also let's take a look at the, for example, the material management, or click on this little arrow to expand the menu, and you can see more items. And then, for example, we can see, take a look at the which one? The inventory management. You can open it again. Let's see, like the environment. Okay, click that again. Click on the stock. You can see these are different icons. So you can see previously you've seen the folder icon. That's just folder. And these little cubes are the transactions you're going to use. For example, the stock overview or warehouse stock. What do you have in your warehouse? Okay, those are things. If you want to check on that, double click on that. So it will bring a program, ask you to display, the things you're going, what are in your, in your warehouse, or something like that. And these are the buttons you can use, to navigate. Like this is bank, this is, exit to the upper level. This is really cancel the current transaction. Let's click back, and you'll, come back to the first page. Just follow the Word file, and you will do some things. And there are so many transactions, things like this in the SAP system, thousands of them. So it's really hard for you to remember them. What you need to do is, just probably for you, you will use only some of them, just a very limited number of transactions. For the fast access, we can put, the items, the transaction you use very often to the favorite. So we can do that by choosing, one of the transactions, and right click on that transaction and click on add to favorite. For example, if I click on that, okay, you will find the favorite. So this has been added to the favorite list. Okay, so this is the one way to do the favorite. And also, again, you can use a favorite by click this item very quickly. But sometimes we can use a simple code to call this transaction, to execute this transaction, and put the code into this box. This box is called the command box, this place. So you can enter something. For example, for the one we just seen is MB55. So this, these two letters and two numbers represent the transaction code you can use. And you enter there and hit the enter in your keyboard and brings up this transaction you've seen just now. And we can go back now. So you have the transaction code to use, and what you need to do is just remember a couple of the transaction code you use very often. That will speed up the process. Okay. To get the transaction code for each of the items, you can go to the extra and on top of the menu bar and click on settings, and then check display technical names. Click on that, check on that. So that will display the transaction code. The transaction code is also called technical names. And click on the continue this button. And now you can see over here, MB52 has showing already. And you can go back to the logistic, material management, inventory management, environment, stock, and you can see for each item you will see a combination of letters and numbers. That's the transaction code. You can use them and type them into the command box and run this transaction. So this is the transaction. And also in the Word file, you will see the standard toolbar features of different buttons. What do they mean? We use this already. That's correspond to the enter key, and also this key is to save, and this is go back, and this is the to the upper level, and this is to cancel. Okay, you will use them very often. Just read the file, and then if you need help, and there are some functions you can use. The help functions are you can use either you can use F1 and F4 for different helps. Okay, so for the F1 really gives you a definition of something on this page. Okay, for example, if we go to the stock overview over here, and you can see, well, let's say the material. So what does material mean over here? If you click on the material and either press F1 on your keyboard or on your standard toolbar, you can see this question mark icon. You can click on that. Okay, it has a separate window pops up and test material number. Explain this thing. So what is the material number? So what you are expected to enter here is the material number for that. So this is the F1, and you can click on some other things. For example, if you don't know what the special stock indicator mean over here, and then you click F1, it says special stock indicator, and explain that, and also some related information over there you will explain with F1. And F4 is another way you'll get help. That's what you can get, the possible values for one box. So for example, over here you are expected to enter material number, but you can press F4 to search for a material number, or you can find some possible values. For example, for the plant, if you press F4, or you can click this little button over here, it gives you some information for the possible values. For example, you have something called search term 1 or 2. Let me enter something over here. Such value. It says no value for this selection. Let's just close that, and let's see what happened. Okay, let's try this one, because each one is different. On the storage location, if you click that F4, and these are all the possible values you could choose. For example, this is the different storage location. And for example, this one is for the raw material, okay? That called RM00 for the Dallas plant. Anyway, but if you double click that, the number will be entered over here. But anyway, this is the way you get help, and you can read the file and find out what it takes. And we talk about the help of the failure rate and the transaction code. Now there's one more thing you need to know. Sometimes you want to run a transaction, but you cannot remember where to find it along this, the menu. It's really hard for you to remember where you get it, and also you cannot remember transaction code. So there's a way to search for that. Okay. You can enter, the search function. So you need to enter capital letter. You can enter search SEARCH underscore SAP underscore menu. So this is the transaction that you need to use to search for the transactions you're going to look for. So click on that, press enter on your keyboard, then window pops up, asks you search text entry. So for example, you want to search for the stock overview. So you enter stock overview and click on this continue or this check button. So you come up with all different things that are available in this system, okay? And for example, this under the not, preceding not, the transaction code, stock overview, stock, it will give you the result of anything that with stock overview, the text. And you can say, okay, this is the RBWE and RWBE. They are the same. So you can try to find which one is the one you are looking for. Okay. Okay. Gives you where you can get them. So that's something you can use to search for different transactions within the system. You can exit that. The other thing on the Word file is the sessions. Okay, now you can only execute one transaction at a time within this page, but sometimes you want to work on two transactions at the same time. What you need to do is to open a new session. So read the Word file to find out what does the session mean. So the session, you can add more sessions by click on something over here. Okay, this is called create new sessions. So this icon, you can click on that. Now you can see there's another window. Okay, another page. It's the same look like the same thing, but it's a different one. So you have two of them over here. So you can, for the first session, you can run a transaction, and for the second session, you can, for example, run another session. So you can run the transaction at the same time. But you can check out how many sessions the SAP software allows at the same time, okay, by default.